Hi everyone, welcome back to another pre-recorded Saturday style, not live because I'm on my holidays. So I hope you've been getting on really well with last week's tutorial, the knotted space buns. I will put, well, hopefully in the description should be all the shout outs from last week's wonderful recreations, and hopefully you're watching me now and I'm watching me too, and we're all chatting in the comments at the moment, and I hope you're having a wonderful summer. So obviously I'm recording this for the future, for in case I can't film a tutorial because I'm on holiday and we haven't got Wi-Fi, or you know, you just don't know what happens when you're on the beach. So yeah, so what I'm going to do today is a style that I saw my friend Louise, my Instagram friend Louise from Perfect Plats of Basingstoke do. She put it on her TikTok and it just went crazy. People absolutely loved it, and rightly so, because it is gorgeous and it's such a simple but effective way to make a hairstyle that I thought I'd recreate it now. So it'd be really lovely if you could, she's in our Facebook group, but if you were to look at the description, I've tagged in her TikTok, hopefully, and I've tagged in her Instagram. Give her a little follow because she's amazing and she posts so many hairstyles. I don't know how she does it. She does like a new one every single day. So yeah, she's phenomenal. So have a little look, have a check of her. Check her out. So for this style, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to have your daughter laying backwards slightly, okay? In fact, no, not just yet. I'm getting carried away. What we're going to do is I'm going to put her down a little bit lower. I've maybe given the game away. You know what I'm going to do because I'm going to lay her hair down. Okay, so I'm just going to do a parting from her nose up and over, but I'm not going to, let's just brush her hair backwards. I've just had to dry it because it was wet from the last style I did. So for the style from last week, I've just literally done it. So I've just had to dry her hair, so it's still a little bit wet. Okay, so I'm going to go from her nose and up. Whoops, went on a bit of a wonk there. Up and over, and then part it. Okay, I don't need to worry about the back. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself like 4 fingers. So 4 fingers from the front is where I'm going to part, and I'm going to part all the way down past her ear. Okay, so I've got this like curved shape like that. Okay, there we go. And then, in fact, no, I'm just going to go to her ear, I think. Yeah, I'm just going to go to her ear. That will be fine. Keep it quick, because I'm conscious that I've got to go pick up the children from school in a moment. Okay, I'm trying to get as much done as I can before we go on our holidays, but they're still at school. Okay, so I'm just going to hold on to this part with my hand. I'm going to come to where this parting is here. I'm going to come down to her ear and finish it off there like that. Okay, so once all the hair from the front is at the front, okay, I'm then going to get all of this hair that I don't need now. I'm going to just comb it into a little bit of a ponytail. Doesn't need to be perfect. And because the style is going to be a down style, the hair's quite nice at the moment. I don't really want any lumps and bumps in it, so I'm going to use one of those Invisibobbles, I think it is. Oh dear, I've got a knot then, it's going to annoy me. Oh, I don't like it when I get a knot. Mid-live, or mid-not live, you know what I mean. But I'm not editing them, because I wanted it to run like it would be as a live. So I'm just going to do it with this Invisibobble, like this. And then I'm going to pin it up like this, so it's completely out of the way. Ooh, totally off her neck now, okay? Like that. So what I'm going to do now, in fact, I don't even need to lay her down. I'm just getting myself carried away. Louise's style is so clever. You don't even need to get your little girl to lay down. That's why it's so good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to comb her hair out, make it nice, and we're going to do a French braid. Now you can do a French braid or you can do a Dutch braid, but when Louise did this, she did it as a French braid and it looked so beautiful. I wanted to show you it as a French braid. So I'm just working out the best angle so that you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm going to stand here. Okay, so I've got my section, about 4 fingers, okay. I'm going to take a small slice of hair from that parting line there. I'm going to make myself a new section like that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this into 3 pieces. Now we did a while back quite a lot of French braiding, okay, and I know lots of you are getting really good at this, but if you're not sure how to do a French braid, then I've put a link to a step-by-step tutorial in the link below, so check out how to do that. There's also one for a Dutch if you'd like to do Dutch. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this outside strand over the center strand, hold the original center strand in my hand, hold on to the original outside strand, and then I'm going to cross this strand that's by her face over that center strand. So that is our first stitch. Now you can choose whether you pick up with your fingers or with a comb. I think I'm going to be able to manage with my fingers at the moment. So this strand has now got to cross, but before I do, I'm going to combine it with more hair. So I'm going to add a small section to get to this. Now we've got 2 parts. We've got the original part, we've got the extra part. I'm going to take them over that center strand, hold that center strand, hold on to this outside strand, and I'm going to scoop up a little bit more hair, combine it with that strand that's by her face, and I'm going to take both of those over that center strand like so. Hold it, and I'm going to come over to this side, scoop up some more hair, combine it with the original strand, and take those both over. And I'm going to take quite small slices each time, because then that's going to help it to stay really nice and intricate. Okay, now you could do this style with a Dutch braid. That would look really pretty as well. You could even try this as a lace braid. So a lace braid is when you just take from one side. So if you were to just take from the face part, that would look very pretty. But I know that quite a lot of people have been saying to me that when they try lace braids, the French lace braid tends to flip, and that's true, it does. It wants to pull over. So, oh, excuse my, I don't know if you can tell, I've got slightly blue fingers. I was at school on Tuesday and like preparing for next year, making things, and I was painting. So I've still got blue in my fingers. Okay, let me see if I can bring her up a bit higher. Whoops. There we go. Take that over. Look how pretty this is. So like I said before, Louise is so good. She's so good at doing braids, but she's so good at just, I don't know how she has time to do new styles all of the time. But she does, so you definitely want to go and check her out. I think she posts more onto TikTok than she does onto Instagram. Definitely lots of videos on TikTok. So if you want some ideas. Right, so now I've come to the end. I haven't got any more hair to add. I'm just going to sort of twist that one round. I want to try and keep it fairly tight. And then cross this one over, because I don't want it to start going saggy. Cross that one over. And I'm going to braid this now as far as I can go. So just crossing over. And when I cross, can you see how my thumb is on that section? It just stops it from unraveling. It's just, I just find it helps if I put my thumb there. It just keeps the braid nice and tight. So we want this to be a nice tight French braid going down all the way around. Okay, so here we go. So I think, if I'm thinking correctly, we should probably be, I'm probably thinking maybe the Olympics have finished by now. I'm not sure. They last about 3 weeks. So I'm wondering how the Olympics have gone. We will see. I know already, like while I'm recording this, I know Australia has had to pull out of the rugby, which is a shame because I think they're like one of the top competing countries in rugby. So I think they've won so many times. It's a shame, but it gives someone else a chance, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to take another slice from this side. So that didn't take very long, did it? I mean, we're 9 minutes into this video now, and I think I spent a lot of time just faffing about which way round to put the doll and talking to you lovely people. So it doesn't take very long, and it's a really lovely way to get a headband. So I'm going to do the same as we did before, so 3 pieces. Okay, I'm going to take this outside strand over the center strand, then I'm going to take this strand that's by the face over that center strand. Hold on to it, hold on to it, hold on to it, because now I've got this hand free. So can you see how I've got the hair sort of, I've got the in between those fingers. But again, I've got a link to the description, I've got a link in the description of how to do a step-by-step French braids, because you're going to want to learn that first. But I promise you, I've had so many people telling me how they couldn't French braid, but now they can French braid. It's so lovely. I love it when we get real success from the videos that I've done. I'm really proud of everybody. And if you're watching this for the first time now, and you're not already in our Facebook group, then there is a link in the description as well to join our Facebook group, and then you can share your recreations. And it's really lovely when everybody likes and comments and just gives everybody general sort of nice, lovely feedback. It's always nice to get some sort of recognition for how good it is. I know my daughter, when I do her hair, it's not often that she actually sees her hair, but when she does it, she's like, oh, wow, mummy, my hair looks so lovely. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, it's just nice when somebody gives you a compliment. So yeah, pop a picture in there. And hopefully the more you like and comment, the more Facebook will push the posts into your feed, and then you'll be able to see them. I think if you comment regularly, oh, I've left one lonely little strand out there. The more you comment and engage in posts, the more Facebook like shows you things. So yeah, it definitely pays to be active in the group, and then you don't miss things. Okay, so I'm just going down just above her ear now. So this is the last section I'm going to take. And then when I come over, I'm going to really make sure I sort of twist it over to make sure it's locked in nice and tight. Twist it over, make sure it's locked in nice and tight. And now I'm going to, because see how I'm braiding like this? Now I tend to sort of go this way now, and I braid like it's a ponytail. So for French braids, I always braid the other way, like with my fingers in the other direction, because I need those fingers to hold everything together. This has a little bit knotty. I'm just going to give it a little comb through. There we go. And, oh, I think I need to just lift you up, Poppet. There we go. She's such a good girl. She does exactly what I ask her to do. Don't make any complaints, do you? You just stand there looking lovely with your perfect skin. Right, okay. So I'm just going down all the way. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is simply, don't even need to put a little pin on the end of this now, because it's going to be tied up straight away. I'm going to get this braid. I'm going to put them to the very bottom of her neck. Tie them together as close to her neck as possible to keep them nice and tight. If I turn like that, you can see. This is why we needed all of that hair to be tucked right out of the way. It was no good just being in a ponytail. It needed to be in a ponytail, but also really, really out of the way. So you don't want to get all the hair tangled up with this little elastic. You want to try and be careful. And remember, when you take this elastic out, try and use a pony pick, or use a stitch and picker from your sewing box, or try and get your fingers inside it and then use some scissors, just to get the elastic out without pulling it out of her hair. Okay, just take great care. I'm just going to unravel these little ends. You want to try and make sure that this ponytail here sits like vertically. If you have it coming outwards, it's going to make a little loop, like it's going to stick out of the hair, especially if your daughter's got fine hair. But the more you can get it to just sit really flat downwards, then when we take this out now, we can comb the hair and you won't be seeing, we've still got a bit of a slight kink in the hair, but I think that's because it was maybe still slightly damp from when it was from the last style that I did. I did consider changing each time I did these, but I thought, oh, do you know what? it's far too hot. If you can remember back, I mean, at the moment it's July the 22nd and it's absolutely scorcho. So hot. Okay, so there we go. Just comb her all out. And look how lovely she is. Now you must go and watch Louise's TikTok one of this, although you'd have to scroll back a long way because she's done so many. But yeah, it looks so lovely. How pretty is that? Such a simple headband style with no need to get your little girl to lay down or get a crooked neck. I mean, French braid, just look, it's like a crown, isn't it? Like a tiara almost. It's just so beautiful. I just really, really love it. And then from the side, you can't even see that little ponytail, can you? Look at that. It's so good, so pretty. And, you know, for the summertime you want the hair down, but you maybe want it off their face. This is really good because by the time you're wearing hairbands, they're always falling off your face and sliding, aren't they? So, get those out of the way for a photo in a moment. I hope you like this. And again, if you are not really in our Facebook group, then you can join it. And if you would like and subscribe, you will see every style that we do. And I will see you next time. So take great care. I hope everyone's well. And I will see you in the Facebook group. Hopefully I'm messaging in the comments. And I will see you later. Okay, take care everybody. Bye.